So we were talking about toxic relas yesterday. And do we now need to bring it closer to the family unit? And a lot of guys are very, very guilty of this. And this is men who support the extended families to the extent that their immediate families are suffering. Your wives see what you're doing. Do you understand that is your first priority? You can see your husband being nyonywa by his family. Unajaribu kumsimamisha, you become the enemy. And you can see he's been exploited, manipulated, decimated financially.
Na hapo ndio shida inaingiliaga Maina. Never come between a man and his relatives, his mother.
You know, my mom was telling me my dad used to be like that.
He used to help everyone.
Everyone.
Yes.
The whole village would go to shops and take things on credit. He pays at the end of the month. What the hell is that?
Yeah. And you see? Unaona vile aliyoachia pesa mingi? That's how he was blessed.
Ladies, have you watched your man being pilfered, that's the word, pilfered by his relatives? And you're sitting there watching.
Amebeba hiyo murigo yote.
And guys, why can't you say no? We had some amazing gentlemen who called in yesterday and said, you need to prioritize your wife and your children. That is your number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 priority.
Kuna vitu ngumu sana Maina. There are men. They just have to be in that gap.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Where are you helping someone over the age of 18? Unless it's your mother?
Maina, kuna watu, they have to hold that family. Literally, walikuja Nairobi ndio washikilie.
And what does that family do to help themselves?
Wanang'ang'ana pia, wanapambana na hali zao, but they need a lot of pushing. The moment a wife starts detaching this guy from this.
But if it's the right thing to do, what does she do? Sit back and watch you suffer.
Unajua irresponsibility inaanza even before you get married. Do you know that? From the word go, ukimaliza shule unaekelea kwa mzigo ya familia. Na hapa ndio unaona pressure iko. Because your wife does not know this history.
She doesn't have to know any history.
Hataki ukienda hata ushago, hataki ukituma M-Pesa. Hapo iko shida Maina, na hapo hiyo shida ni kubwa sana.
Are you in conflict with your woman because of what you sent to your family? I want to hear from you this morning, because we need to hear from the two protagonists.
You will listen to your wife, you'll never send anything home. You'll never. Na hiyo ni shida. Hiyo ni shida kubwa sana.
Ladies, please give me a call. 0711-046-105 is my number. As usual, you've got my voice note number, don't you? 0703-346-105.
So you are trying to tell women...
no, she can see you're being finished by your family. What is she supposed to do? Sit there and watch.
You know the family was there before, eh?
I don't care. That family is over 18. They can fend for themselves. The only person who deserves your help is your mother. You cannot keep supporting a 44-year-old brother who's never had a job, is just there wanazana up, and those children are your responsibility as well. That is not responsibility.
Your mother comes with all those responsibilities. It's part of her
your
family.
Brothers.
Yes.
Niema.
Watu wanaumia nyumbani.
Hit me up on my fan page on Facebook. Let's hook up on Twitter.
Munakula hapa chapati.
What is wrong with your wife and children eating chapati? Why can't they work for their own chapatis?
Mmesahau watu nyumbani kabisa. So upotelea hapa Nairobi. Maina anasema mpotelea hapa Nairobi kabisa.
Si kupotelea.
That's what you're telling them.
Send money to your mother, but you can't support a whole clan and they're all above 18 and they're all married and they've got wives and husbands. Kwani what are you? A Red Cross organization?
Kuna shida pale nyumbani wewe. Kuna kuaga na shida mingi sana huko.
Ebu, give me a call. Ladies, if you're going through this, I want to hear your story. Guys, if there's been conflict with your wife because of this issue, I want to hear from you, because I need to know how it works, because it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Wacha kuwapanda mbengu wewe.
No. Your comfort comes first.
Kuna watu waliachwa pale nyumbani.
The quality of your children's education comes first.
Hey.
They can't go suffering in mediocre schools because their potential school fees for somewhere else is being eaten by people who are over 18 and married themselves. They're just lazy, they don't work. He know who you. Ibu, give me a call. Explain to me how it works, because this is an issue. Hey, don't know out when you're watching his relatives drain his resources, ladies, and you're standing there watching. What do you do? How do you handle it? It's a conflict that affects a lot of families. You're there. You can see. You wanted to do ABCD for your children. You cannot, because he's got all these financial obligations to his people, and it becomes a point of conflict. How do you resolve it? Justin Kanga, good morning, saying flip the coin a bit. It's not always the man's relas. Even the man's in-laws do also participate in depleting his resources. I don't get this kind of prioritizing. I really don't. Felix Agolo is saying, once in a relationship, this one now becomes your new family. You always make them the first priority and help relatives only when necessary, because when you go down, you'll see how quickly you'll start being served the rest. That's true. David Ogeto of Flowers, you're saying, Maina, before she got married to me, I was helping my brothers and sisters. What has changed now? Well, now you've gotten a wife and a new home and a new family. You're saying we are not even the same blood group as her. Victoria Irene, good morning, saying what many men fail to understand is that the wife and kids are his first priority and the rest comes second. I'm not saying don't give. Give when there's plenty. When your family has had their share to the fill. You cannot share what is your wife's with someone else. Now that's my point this morning. When your wife has got a problem with it, how do you deal with it? I'm saying give when there's something to give. But there are a lot of people who give when there's nothing to even consume. And that is an issue. Hello?
Hello, Classic 105.
Morning.
Morning to you, sir.
Yeah.
This is Vincent calling from Kakamega.
Uh-huh.
Allow me to contribute for today's topic.
Karibu.
I'll say this. Since God created this world, nobody has ever become poor because of giving out.
Bas.
Nobody has ever become poor because of giving out. Ndio unaweza sema kwamba nasaidia huyu, nasaidia ule, nasaidia huyu, I'm becoming poor, my children, my what. But wakati unapeana na roho moja, Mungu naye pia anakufungulia na mbinu zingine zenye wewe mwenyewe hawezi jua. You've said that your father used to give out things on behalf of the whole village, wanaenda kuchukua vitu kwa maduka and then your father pays.
Yes.
I believe your family has never become poor because of the same. Na siku moja kwa maisha wakati unaishi ukiendelea kukua, utakosa kitu kwa maisha. Those people that you have assisted one day hata kama sio wote, kuna mmoja wawili watashika watatoka mkono kuwatoa kwa shimo waweke juu. Because seasons change, times change.
Yes.
Things are not just evil flexible, kwani aziko tu hivyo kwamba leo iko hivi, kesho iko hivyo, no. Today you are at the top, tomorrow you will be at the lowest point of your life. And then the last thing, wakati uko na familia yako, mimi husema kwamba siku za binadamu huenda and then zinaisha baada ya miaka fulani. When you are dead, it's the same family people are the same people that will be around your grave to give you a send off. So it is the only important thing unakaa nao vizuri. You give what you can. You try your level best. Wasema kwamba ufaidie hii, usaidie, alinisaidia wakati fulani. Wacha nisaidie mtoto wake kwa njia moja ama njia nyingine kwa sababu hayupo, ametoka. But the most important thing that I'll say today morning is that nobody has ever become poor because of giving. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Maina.
Morning.
Ati Kinyanya anasema ati usaidia watu. Sasa ndio uko. Wait, nauliza aje? Pesa yenye kidogo napata.
Yes.
Unatumia watu ushago, wanaume wazima, kwanza unajua what happens is hao watu wako huko wamekaa ushago wanasema uko Nairobi, si ndio?
Yes.
Wewe unajivinyilia huku,
yes.
Ngozi zako, kila mtu anataka umtumie pesa, na ukienda huko ushago unakuta wanalalanga mpaka kwa mtaro.
Bas.
Alafu wewe sasa huku watoto wako utaki kuwasomesha, ati sasa ujifinyilie usaidie watu, waache wasomee shule yenye watasomea mzuri, ujifinyilie juu ya watoto wako, lakini si ati juu ya wanaume wazima. That is nonsense.
That is nonsense.
Kwa hivyo ukiwasaidia hivyo, the only person that you have priority to help that you can go running ni mama yako.
Exactly.
Wewe ndio ukito mwelekeo doze, lakini si mtu uniambie ati mtu akae tu huko, kazi ni starehe, kuamuka kuoga, uenda kwa bar.
Bas.
Wewe unaamuka saa 10 unapigwa huku na hii badi ya itango diu. Inakupiga huku wewe unaleta matatu umekupiga.
Yes.
Alafu huko unapigwa tu simu ati nitumie 2000 sijui hii imefanya. Ukipiga simu huko hapo ukienda huko unakuta mtu analewa kwa mtaro. Yeye ndio amebeba hiyo kijiji yote na ulevi.
Bas.
Anajulikana kwa ulevi. Wewe mwambie hiyo ni utoto. Mtu kama anataka kuamuka, hata wenye wako huko wanaenda mashambani wanaenda kwa shamba, unapimiwa, unafanya kazi, unalipwa. Mtu anafanya kazi alipwe.
Bas.
Lakini si ati utegemea mtu jasho ya mtu mwingine, you are trading on somebody else's sweat. Ati sasa unakaa hivi unasema ati watu wafanye kazi, wanatumia.
We're talking about helping your relas. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying do not help when you can. But when your woman sees you're being exploited, there's a difference between helping and being exploited. We need to make that difference very clearly. Previous caller said, they keep asking you for money, you go to shags, they are drinking like a hell. There's a difference between helping and being exploited, and that's what we need to understand. Helping and being exploited. Kiongozi, you're saying, as much as I'm not against offering a helping hand in our extended families, I believe as a man you're the head, and in your immediate family, as in wife and kids, should always top the list of your priorities. The rest should be taken care of after your kids and wife are well sorted. Mimi sio Yesu, nikufie wanadamu wenye hawana asad. That is so true. When you're being exploited and you never realize it, but guess what? Your wife is standing outside the box. She can see. She can see. Ved Murage Paul Dong is saying there's a difference between a person in need and a person who thinks they're in need. That is true. Let me tell you something. When you zoesha someone a certain life, my God, you're finished. Victoria Irene is saying your family comes first. Absolutely. Dokas Jirog is saying it's good to help, but I must be the first priority. I must be comfortable. Then others can follow. Sharon, good morning. You're saying, many, we're not saying they should not be helped, but kuna ile kuwa clingy. Have an uncle who was running a small shop, and it's actually relatives wake waliimaliza. Now the uncle parted ways with his wife, and relatives are nowhere to be seen. That's what we need to understand. There's a difference between helping and being exploited. And when you see your husband being exploited, you can't stand for it. Martin Karubi, good morning. You're saying you can choose your wife, but you cannot choose your relatives. After all, they're the only ones who will always be there for you. Says who? Peter is saying you can help where you can, but let it not be a habit. You also have a family to take care of. Exactly. Felix Agola, Monsieur President, is saying, man, I want to ask you a question. When you're in trouble, who's likely to help you out? Is it your relatives or your partner who you'll stay with? And who even understands you? All I'm saying is there's a very big difference between giving and being exploited. And a lot of men don't get it. Hello?
Yeah, good morning too.
Yes.
I want to contribute to today's topic.
Karibu.
So for me, my case is kind of different. I'm in my early 20s.
Sorry?
I'm in my early 20s. But my mom, she's heading to her 50s. But she still depends on her siblings to cater for our needs with my younger sis.
She's struggling.
No, she depends on the siblings.
She depends on her siblings to take care of you guys.
Yeah, to cater for my needs and my younger sis. And anytime I'm called for a job, she refuses me to go. claiming that I might go and get maybe bad stuff or people to take advantage of me. Yeah, and now she says she has to depend on her siblings.
So hold on. So you don't work? Hello?
Yeah, hello.
So you don't work?
Yeah, I don't watch Imagine because I'm still in college for now. But anytime I'm free, like right now, I can't go for jobs.
Why is your mother depending on her siblings?
I really don't know, like claiming she's not like a good decision maker when it comes to jobs.
And she has depended on her siblings for how long?
I think since I was in, maybe since primary school, around class 8, since I was in Form 1, till now.
So since you were in primary school, your uncles and aunties have been paying your school fees?
Yeah, they have. Even my high school, even right now in my college, so that I could go. They still they want to take care of everything.
And what does your mom do for a living?
Well, she was a teacher, but still, she still needed their help to still cater for other needs.
That is very interesting.
Yeah, so like for my question, I was asking, whose problem is it? Is it my mom? Or like the siblings for still, like as in giving her money instead of maybe like asking her or helping her get a better job?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, yeah, it's really tough for me by the way because I can't go to work. All she claims is utapata mabaya, maybe people might take advantage of you, you know.
And is your mom retired or is she still teaching?
She's still teaching, but for now she kind of resigned the job she had recently.
Why did she resign?
Because imagine like she still has a job, but she still asks them for money to pay for rent, money for food and all that.
And they give her?
Yeah, they do, imagine.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay, thank you.
Marina.
Thank you. What is this? Let me ask you, is that not being taken advantage of? Isn't her mother swindling her own sisters and brothers? Helping is not bad, and I'm not saying don't help, but come on now, listen to that. Hey, we continued our conversation, helping your relatives, and I told you please draw a line between helping and being exploited, because that mostly you're exploited. Yes, you can help where there is a need and when there is the ability to help, but where do you draw the line, especially when your wife can see you're being exploited? Let me just go to your voice notes.
Morning, Maina. My name is Nameless. Sitaki kutaja jina yangu leo juu nataka kuanika Delaila, who is my wife. Mimi am firstborn of family of 6. Na mostly ni mimi nasaidia sababu pia wazazi wangu wajiwezi. Na mimi tuko free na wife. So sometimes anachukua simu, anakagua, akipata hizo message za M-Pesa nimetumia labda mamangu, hiyo ni shida, tabu. Hiyo matusi, hiyo nyumba itakuwa hiyo siku ataongea vile wote anataka. Na mimi sinanga shida na wao. Yeye hata akitumia watu wao sababu wako kazi, mimi sina shida. Na mimi nampatia kila kitu, hakuna kitu anakosa kwa hiyo nyumba. So hawa wanawake Maina ni shetani tu. Pengine ni mashetani. Sijui ni chukia nini wanakuanga na family pade ya wanaume. So iko hivyo, tunaishi tu hivyo kama Vietnam.
Ati kama Vietnam. Hello
Maina. I'm Kelvin calling from Meru. Yeah, mi sijui shida ya watu inakuanga gani, cause hao ukisaidia familia yako inawauma, lakini wanataka usaidie familia yao. And yet it's your money. So mi hata sijuingi shida yao wanawake inakuanga gani. Thank you, Maina.
Have a good day. Well, he's having a good day. Why don't you have the final word, huh? You know, it's been a very interesting morning, and I I think it's important for guys to learn to know what exploitation looks like, and especially when it comes to those close to you. It's easy for it to be disguised. There's something your woman is seeing. Just pay attention. Tafadhali. Felix Agola, Monsieur President, you're saying being the firstborn in Africa is not easy. You're expected to grow up quick and succeed and come back and help your siblings achieve success alongside your whole clan. I really pity them. Purity, you're saying the moment you make it a habit of helping them every time, they will never do anything on their own. You're making them lazy. Helping your mother sina shida, but your other relatives, you've really got to be careful. Kelvin Mwangi have noted your request. It's on the way. But I want you to close our discussion because this is something, ladies, your men will have a problem understanding for a very long time.
Morning, Maina.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Now, this issue somehow contradictory. One or the other.
Uh-huh.
Like my wife, she doesn't want me to help anybody in our family.
Yeah.
Even alone my brother. Even my mom.
Yeah.
Because you tell me, why doesn't she call the other family members? Why only you?
Uh-huh.
Because I was so good in helping her, my family members. And when I have issues, they don't care. They can't say anything.
Yes.
So from that time, she started telling me, don't say even your mother anything. Because when you're fine, things are okay.
Yeah.
They just keep saying them money. You are very stupid in doing that. But when it comes to you,
yeah,
they don't care.
Yeah.
They're not concerned. It has been an issue between me and her. She doesn't want to understand anything.
So do you want to help your family?
I am willing. In fact, I do that behind her back.
How much do you send them?
Like my mom must send her 20,000 per month.
Uh-huh.
My brothers, I must send them something. My brother who is not working, I must send at least 10 Gs per month.
Your brother?
Yes.
And how old is your brother?
Yes.
How old is your brother?
He's 22 years old.
He's?
22 years old.
22.
He's not working.
Uh-huh.
Why should I not help him? He's my brother. Blood brother.
Hey. So you spend an average of how much? 30 to 50,000 a month?
Yes, almost around 60,000 because my sister also have said that something.
How old is your sister?
She's married.
She's married?
Yes.
Why are you sending a married woman money?
She's my sister at the end of the day.
Hey, does she work?
She is working.
So you don't see like you're mad and your wife has got a point?
No, it's okay. No problem. It's my money.
Hey.
What am I supposed to do? Not send them?
Yeah. You don't see like... Why are you sending a married woman money? For what?
She is my sister. She wants help from me. I must send her.
And
what, not dash her something.
And what about her husband? Why doesn't her husband help her?
You see, Maina, you're not married. And you can't understand this. You know, men who are married, their wives must sometimes misbehave. And the man will say, I won't help you in any way. So my sister, I must send her some money every month. Right, I got my salary yesterday.
Yeah.
I sent my mom 20,000. I sent my brother 10,000. I sent my sister 6,000. And if my brother calls my mom, said him something, I'm working because nikikufa ipasa nitashia nani watu wengine wakule.
Okay.
Now, by the way nikwambie kitu moja Maina. Hakuna siku huwa nakosa.
Lazima utume kila mwezi.
Lazima nitume pesa kwa familia yangu. Bibi yangu hajui natuma pesa because akijua she'll get mad. So what I had to do, I had to tell her that my salary is this amount. But it's more than what I told her. So that I can have someone send my family members.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Good day.
Isn't that madness of the highest order? Ogoroki.